After it has received the transcript of the Constitutional Court ruling. Tlakula lost her Constitutional Court bid to overturn an Electoral Court ruling which found her to have put a misconduct, warrants her from removal of office. Now, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Lechesa Tsenoli, says the Home Affairs Committee, which exercises oversight over the Independent Electoral Commission, will deal with this matter. Now, joining us to hear further about the developments is our reporter Abra Babier in Parliament. Abra, very good afternoon to you. What did the IEC address the Home Affairs Committee on today?
Good afternoon, Alicia. Well, the IEC appeared before Parliament's committee to discuss its mandate and its role in our democracy. So what it did was it looked at various challenges it faced during the last national elections in May. It specifically spoke about tensions and protests within communities, but it also looked forward. It was looking at its state of readiness for the 2016 local government elections, which it says will be held between the 18th of May and 17th of August 2016, because that is when the present term of the current municipal council ends on the 17th of May. So they basically came to discuss procedural matters, Alicia.
All right. Now, Abra, did the matter of its chair, Pansy Tlakula, come up?
Yes, indeed it did. In its opening remarks, the Deputy Chair of the IEC said the matter relating to Tlakula is currently with the relevant bodies. He was referring to the courts, and therefore not in the hands of the IEC. But during question time, MPs, of course, wanted to probe this further, with the DA calling on the Speaker of the National Assembly to form an ad hoc committee to deal with the matter. The DA referred to it as something which is hanging over the head of the IEC and impacts on its credibility. The IFP also wanted to know how work was being impacted at the IEC with Tlakula no longer in her position. Now, the IEC did not really respond to any of these questions inside the committee, but we managed to speak to the Deputy Chair, outside, and he did admit that the organization had been through a very rough patch, a dark period during the court battle, and he says, but everybody's moved on now, and all staff were working together to pull through and to ensure that the commission fulfilled its mandate. He also informed journalists outside the committee that hopefully by next week they will be able to get information relating to the legal costs of the chair's court battles, and that's something they'll communicate to us once they have the info. All
right, very quickly, Abra, now there were a few tense moments during the committee with the EFF trying to go head-to-head with the committee chair. What happened there?
Yes, the EFF once again did not disappoint. Basically, the one EFF MP, Honourable Member Gadi, was frustrated about the proceeding. He wasn't happy with the presentation. He basically felt the presentation was information they already knew. And at this point, the chairperson of the committee then called in a parliamentary staffer from the Office of the Institution Supporting Democracy to basically give the EFF MP an induction on exactly what happens in Parliament and why certain organizations get called in. And it was quite funny because the EFF MP referred to the lecture as being torturous, to which the committee chair said, well, that's a pity because the torture is going to have to face for the next 5 years.
Thank you so much.
So there were a few light moments there today.
Thank you so much. That's SABC reporter Abra Babier coming to us live from Parliament.